Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered. What it do, boo? I know, you keep trying to change your intro.
Spice it up a little.
Are you trying to spice it up?
Yes.
Okay,
a little spicier, a little salt there.
Yes. Okay, well, I would like for you to try to pick one. Maybe not, because I know it's not you. So
I'm all over the place. I'm going to do whatever.
You just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I got to keep it moving.
I know. So everyone, I am super excited.
Yes, I am
We
too.
have a guest in-house today.
Yes.
And we have YouTube star and sensation, Michelle Kerr.
Welcome.
Introduce yourself.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish the listeners could see how cute the decor in here is.
Okay,
Thank
See, hi.
Yes. It's all her. I have no decorating. I'm terrible.
We're
all her.
we're getting noticed for our decor.
Yes.
Yeah, my
big
decor,
time.
because you were talking about my.
I know.
I'm doing extras, but
Yes.
see.
And she talks about me and my hair and all that stuff. And then I talk about her and all the decorating.
So
it bounces out.
It works out good.
But no, I'm really, really excited to have you here because you guys did a project together. And I'm
we've done a few projects, but she's
crazy.
super, super busy.
Yeah.
And I'm super honored and happy that she was
God,
able to, out of her busy schedule.
I love women.
Filming and
Yes.
doing all her stuff is here. So go ahead and let's like we always.
Yes. Pop the bottles.
Yeah.
Woo! Get it going. Get it. Did you ask her if she drank earlier?
I sure didn't. Some
see,
people
I
do.
have a little bit.
Yes, we could cheers to your 1 million
subscribers.
Yes.
Get it poppin'.
So, Michelle, let's talk. We've known each other for quite a while.
A couple of years now.
Mm-hmm. So, kind of tell our listeners where you started, where you're at now, what made you decide to, get into this and kind of give a little background about yourself.
Okay. I am Michelle Kerr, and I'm from Louisiana. I went to college on the East Coast, and after I graduated, I knew always since I was a kid I wanted to be in LA and work in entertainment. I had some opportunities to work in different internships in the industry, like at DreamWorks and with Steve Carell and at Google. And I really wanted to be a content creator. However, I knew that the idea of I'm going to move to LA and try to be a waitress and work my way up through acting, I knew that wouldn't work for me because I thrive best in a really structured environment. And at the time, BuzzFeed was kind of the only YouTube channel where it could be a job in the traditional sense. Okay. It was a successful and hip YouTube channel that was also a place that you could work and have a salary. So I applied and was accepted to the internship there and kind of moved up through the ranks for 2.5 years. And then last year, I decided to take a big risk and start my own YouTube channel where I do a lot of extreme lifestyle challenges, ranging from training a professional stunt performer to training a Victoria's Secret model to trying different hair removal methods with Inez. And it's been really, really fun. My personal goal is to do action movies. Okay. So a lot of the stuff that I learn on my channel is applicable to that. And I love producing content and just inspiring people to do their best at whatever they want to do.
Nice.
Yeah, she has some really great stuff on her channel. Besides the fact that I've been on there, but she's got some great. One of my favorites is when you went to go spend time with your grandma, and you went in and learned about your background and your history. I thought that was really awesome. Your grandma, by the way, so cute.
I know.
Love. I was like, oh, that was so cute. That was really sweet. That was good. The one when you did the Victoria's Secret, training to be a Victoria's Secret model. I was like, she's on one. I don't even know how she did all that, but she did it. Then the other one was too when she did a pageant.
Oh,
so
wow.
she has all these really great content.
And I always come to see Inez before the big day so she can wax my bikini area.
Well, here's kind of to that point. Where do you come up with these ideas? Do you just sit down and just create this stuff and then go to the companies, or how do you do it? How do you go about it?
When I, have come up with ideas in the past, I think in general on YouTube, you're always looking at what's trending, what's popular. Now, I think a little bit more about what is something that scares me. Posing in a bikini sounds kind of scary in public on the beach. I want to challenge myself to do that. So that is how I come up with my ideas. And actually, I am working on a video right now where I'm training like a Playboy model.
Oh, wow.
And next weekend, Inez is going to wax me.
Oh, my God.
So next week is the...
next Saturday is the photo shoot. And it's a nude photo shoot. Tasteful nudity, not like 80s Playboy where they're just like spreading their legs. And a lot of times when I tell people like, oh, this is what I'm doing, they're like, oh my God, are you seriously going to like be naked and whatever? But I kind of have reached this point where if I'm not going to do it now, when am I ever going to do it?
That's true.
And also I want young girls, which is, challenging to say, that like to be able to feel comfortable in their own bodies. Like doing a nude photo shoot is an extreme version of that, but to feel like that's okay to like love yourself that way.
Nice. How do you, where do you want to go ultimately? Like, do you want to continue doing more YouTube videos or get more involved into like the acting world and leave YouTube eventually? Where do you see yourself going?
So my big dream is to like do action movies or single camera dramatic series on television. And I've been auditioning and it's been really cool. So I don't really ever foresee myself like leaving YouTube in the future. I'll probably stop when I'm old and dying, I guess. But I think for me, I've been really fortunate that because of the growth of the channel, I was able to hire on a team. So I work with a creative director, a full-time editor, and a coordinator. So it's kind of at this point where should an opportunity like that come along, we would be able to pre-film some things and I could step away for time to be on set for whatever. That is my dream. I just have to get cast in something. Right. So if anyone wants to cast me in anything, I'm all ready for it.
I definitely... like I said, I've seen her grow in so many ways. I was like, oh my gosh, you're working at BuzzFeed and now you're here and now you have your channel. Now you have 1 million followers. Yay! Yes. Subscribers to your channel, which is amazing. And, in a year's time, that's pretty bomb.
I know. I feel so lucky.
That's pretty bomb. That shows that you're doing really great content and people like what you're talking about. And you're so, I think a lot of it too is you're very relatable. Like, you're not that girl that doesn't seem like because there's a lot of channels. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of channels. There's a lot of, a lot of women out there who are doing their thing, which I applaud. But there's always something about the chick that you see on TV that you just like, oh yeah, she's perfect. Or she's doing too much. Or, like that's not attainable. Or she seems like he's doing a little bit too much.
Not keeping
too
it
hard.
real.
Not at all. She's so cute. She comes out there. A lot of times you see her, she's not even dolled up. She's just in her hair, her makeup, like no make. She's just being herself. And I think that's what makes you so relatable and makes your content so great. Because as myself, I'm like, okay, she's just like, not, like looking at not an average girl, but you're like, oh, that's a girl that looks like me or reminds me of me. And that you're a woman of, color in the sense that, you are half Indian. So I think that's humongous. And I think that's great that other girls can see a reflection of themselves on it. Because a lot of times you see the blonde girl.
This industry.
Industry is just so very structured.
Yeah,
and,
one-sided.
Yes, and you have to look a certain way, and you have to be a certain, she's
blonde.
super, she's petite and cute. Like, you see her, you're like, she's petite and cute, and but her personality, your personality is so big that you don't even notice it, but you can notice it on TV and on her channel. So I think that's a really major attraction to your channel. So if you guys have not seen any of her videos, please, we highly recommend go subscribe, check out her stuff. It's really, really good content. It's not this, it's just you see her go through these transformations and you're like, man, if she can do it, I could do it. Like even that beauty, I was like, okay, I guess I see you. Maybe I should think about doing that beauty pageant myself. I love the fact that not only that, but you're also teaching people and educating on certain things. Like you said, okay, I'm going to talk about hair removal. Just because I'm in the business doesn't mean I'm biased, but I thought it was really good in the sense that you're giving people information to sit there and realize that these are questions people have. And you're like, okay, I'll be the girl to go ahead and do it for you. You don't have to go ahead and figure it out. I'll kind of do it, and then you can make your decision from there. So that was really good. Have you, I know it's all you, but have you ever thought about just having a male like partner in a lot of these things that you do, or your videos, or...
Oh, it's actually funny that you mentioned that, because I started dating someone who is very close to me a couple months ago, and like it's the first relationship I've been in where we are doing a video together. It's a video where he trains with me for 7 weeks, and his last week is next week.
That's awesome.
And he like his whole body looks entirely different. So yes, like I want to involve more perspectives. And now that I have, him being involved in videos, I think it'll be really cool and a cool dynamic. And in general, I want to just show more of my friends on the channel and make it a little more personal. I think right now it's very story driven versus personality. And I'm trying to strike that balance.
Do you ever get noticed when you're going out? Are you seeing? I'm assuming you're seen as YouTube celebrity and all that stuff. How do you deal with that? Cope with that?
I know, because speaking of which, I saw that there was an award show you went to.
Yes.
That I was like, is that a new thing for?
Yeah, so the Streamies are basically the Emmys of YouTube. And one of the shows on my channel was nominated for one. So we got to go and as nominees, which was so amazing. And I got to speak about the channel during the award ceremony. I loved it. It was just so cool to kind of be in the company of people I've looked up to a lot and be in the same category as those people competing for the award. We lost hardcore, but I wasn't expecting to win anything.
But at the end of the day, but you were nominated. That's huge. Going in your own channel, going into that, and now being I'm sure the same way people were you were looking at other people. People were like, oh, that's that girl, who's coming in. I saw, so I was like, oh, go ahead, Michelle, get yours. As I was watching, I was like, oh, that must have been really, really a bomb.
It was so special. It was, what a dream. Everyone wants to come to Hollywood and then to get to go to an award show as someone whose name is called in a list of nominees was really awesome. What a dream.
Nice. I love it. I think that's amazing. I mean, at the end of the day, that just shows your hard work pays off.
It's paying off big time.
So if a young girl or a young woman wanted to get into what you're doing, what is your suggestion on how they can go about and keep themselves grounded, in a way where they're focused and they, move forward? How would they go about? Because, LA is, like I always say, a bunch of smoke and mirrors, especially in this
industry. It really is.
In this industry. So.
Yeah, and I've experienced that. I still experience it every day, smoke and mirrors and shady people. I think that, for example, I came to LA and met with a manager when I was a freshman in college during an internship. And it was from La La Land, you know what I mean? You go in and they don't give you the time of day and it's what do you have to offer? And this chicken and egg situation of, I don't have any credits, but you need credits to get a job and to get unionized and all this other shit. So I took an untraditional path, a very structured, like an unstructured but structured one. I went to college, I moved out, I got a job as close to doing what I wanted to do as possible and learned as much as possible to be able to do it on my own. So a lot of times I feel weird because there are like high schoolers who have like 10 million followers and they do it because they're hot and like, their parents move them to LA and stuff. And I got really frustrated in the beginning. Like, I wish that, I could have just moved to LA when I was 15 and like, I wish my parents had just started, like helped me more auditioning and things like that. But now, even though like I'm out of college or whatever, and this is when I'm finding my way into the industry, I'm allowed to take full ownership of it. So I think, and my parents, all things considered, have been supportive of me. But like I was given no money to move out, which I'm very grateful for. I, earned everything on my own. And now I can like take full ownership of that. So I don't think you should ever rely on anyone else for your dreams in that capacity. Make it happen. If you're in high school, try to find a program in LA you can come to in the summertime for like acting or whatever, or even in college if you can get an internship out here. Really try to forge your own path and don't look at other people who are seeming to skyrocket faster than you because everyone has their own way.
I love that. That's really good advice. It's kind of like make your own path, study hard, figure out ways. Like, study your craft.
Yes.
Because it's a very, in anything you do, even in my industry, you're in the same industry as Michelle. Even, it is, it's really hard to, you see all these people in places you're like, but it only took them 2 years, but you don't know their situation and how they got there. You don't know if they had the financial backing and they had all these people and who they know or what they know. So you can't compare yourself. You just put in your work and you do it harder. And I do agree that I think if you put in the work and you do it yourself, it's so much more gratifying and you know how to handle it when the fame and the success comes in because now you've made you're like, no, I had to work for this. This wasn't just handed for me. It didn't happen overnight. I know you think I'm great, but the reality is, I've been in this a minute.
For years.
This is not just me coming in and I was I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, but however you paved your way. So that's good advice out there, you guys, even male, female, whatever you're doing, you want to get into this industry, pave your way, figure it out, believe in yourself and just take the road that I think for you as well. Do you find that you listened more to your instincts on certain things when it came to like moving forward, or you just kind of was like a free, like wherever the chips may fall, let them fall?
I would say that all the way up to the point of me leaving BuzzFeed, I had been kind of squelching my instincts a little bit because I had been like, okay, I have to go to college. I have to move out. I'm going to get this job at BuzzFeed. I'm going to like work my way up as best as I can. And all of it was kind of tiptoeing around the idea of what I really wanted to do. It was like, okay, I want to be in entertainment, but I'll go somewhere where I can get a salary and benefits. I want to like act, but I'll like do it in a way through my job in these little videos or whatever. And putting in my 2 weeks at my job was the first time that I was like, I am doing this entirely for myself. I am doing this because I've never done anything for myself in this way. And I am doing this because I've never taken a risk in this capacity. And ever since then, a lot of my biggest dreams have been coming true. Like in the past month, going to the Streamies and hitting a million subscribers. And I've just kind of developed this new mentality of choosing things that make me happy. And it doesn't mean like being like greedy about things. It's just like, do I actually want to go to this event? I don't think it matters to network with a bunch of people that or whatever for 4 hours. I'm gonna like stay home and work or stay home and like self-care. And self-care has been a really big thing for me over the past year too. Going from always having a coach in my athletics or a boss to becoming my own self-manager in a way is really hard. And you guys both know that too. You're a business owner.
It's so hard to self-care. You always put yourself last. So this is a year that I've been like at the last end. I was like, you know what? I need to do more self-care because when at the end of the day, when you run things yourself, you go down, everything else goes down. When you work for somebody else, you go down. It doesn't matter. The company still keeps going. So it's one of those things. So good. Self-care, positive attitude in mind.
Love it.
Taking a risk in yourself. And there's no such thing as failure. That's another thing in business. It's just a lesson learned. So if something doesn't work out, if something doesn't work out, just take it as a lesson learned. And what could you do? How could you do things differently? So that way you can get it done right the second time. There is no failure. I think failing is when you don't do anything at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or wait for somebody to do it for you.
Girl, and then it don't work out anyways. You might as well just do it yourself.
No, seriously. But,
sweet.
Now, got to change.
Oh,
where we okay?
What's
we're
going now?
Oh, we're going now.
We're going to a different avenue.
Where are we going?
I don't know if this is safe for YouTube though.
Okay. What is this?
We're gonna do.
Oh, is it tea time?
Is this the Q&A part?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes. It's rapid fire questions. I'll give you like 2 or 3 questions, and Nez will give you 2 or 3 questions. It won't hurt, but just to get to know you a little bit.
And quick answers.
Yes. Okay, please.
I'm ready.
All right, I'll go first. Favorite guilty pleasure?
Chocolate.
Worst habit?
Never believing in myself enough.
Favorite president, dead or alive?
Obama.
Okay. Okay. All right. I like it. Go ahead, Ness.
Favorite superhero and why?
I have a couple. Raven from Teen Titans. She's a badass. Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, obviously. Yes. Spider-Man. Classic. And the best comic book.
Okay. Oh, yeah. They're making a new... They're changing Spider-Man a little bit. I'm really excited about. So, celebrity crush.
Cole Sprouse. On Riverdale. I'm sorry.
Way back.
Cole Sprouse on Riverdale.
She's like Riverdale. I was like, okay, I get it.
Not from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
She's like Riverdale now. He's grown.
I know.
And then,
in that hat.
Yeah, that Archie hat. Okay, and if they're a celebrity you could work with, anybody you could work with, who would it be and why?
Mindy Kaling, because she actually went to my college like 15 years before me. And she's also an Indian woman who is a showrunner. And I just look up to her so much. I feel like we have all these like weird connections. So I would love to work with her.
So Mindy, if you're listening and you're hearing this,
Mindy,
we're going to put that in the, we're going to put it in the air now. So we can make that happen. It'd be good.
Yes, I would love that.
So yes. So with that said, I'm going to say, Michelle, thank you so much for coming and taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. So you guys, please, I cannot tell you, you will not be disappointed. Subscribe to our channel. So Michelle, tell everybody where they can find you and how they can be a part of your great incumbents of YouTube and everything else.
Okay, you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Michelle Khare, which is MicheleKhare.
Okay, so there you go.
And Inez will find me on her table on Wednesday.
Yes, and I will see her. I'll see you soon. Yes. So you guys, again, subscribe, hit her up, watch her channel. You won't regret it. It's a really great YouTube channel. And as you know here, we don't promote or express anything that we don't believe in or feel that it is right for everything. So, you always know we keep it 100 and we keep it real. So join in. And then again, you can follow us on
Instagram, Facebook, also Pinterest, Twitter, and our website, moscatoandtea.com.
Yep. And you can find in case you don't remember, you can always find all of Michelle's information on our sites.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and Tea with us every day. Subscribe, rate, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and moscatoandtea.com.